The human brain. It's a marvel of nature, a complex network of billions of neurons firing away. It gives rise to our thoughts, emotions, and our very consciousness. But what if I told you that our universe might harbor its own form of intelligence? It's a mind-boggling thought, isn't it? Scientists and philosophers have long pondered the nature of consciousness and the possibility that it exists beyond our pale blue dot. The universe is vast, far beyond our comprehension, yet when we look closely, we start to see intriguing similarities between the structure of the universe and the structure of our own brains. These similarities are so striking that they've led some to propose a radical idea. Could the universe itself be conscious? Could the intricate dance of galaxies, the birth and death of stars, and the flow of energy across the cosmos all be part of a grand cosmic consciousness? In this video, we'll dive deep into this captivating question. We'll explore the scientific evidence, the philosophical implications, and the mind-bending possibilities. Fasten your seatbelts, fellow space travelers. We're about to embark on a journey into the very heart of existence itself. Let's start with the tangible, the structure. The universe and the human brain, at first glance, seem worlds apart. One is the vast expanse of space filled with stars, planets, and galaxies. The other is a compact, intricate organ nestled within our skulls. Yet when we delve deeper, we find surprising similarities. The universe in its immensity is not a random scattering of stars and galaxies. It's a meticulously organized system. It's organized into a vast web of interconnected clusters and filaments. This structure is known as the cosmic web. This cosmic web, as it's known, bears a striking resemblance to the network of neurons in our brains. Just as the cosmic web connects galaxies, neurons in our brain form intricate networks. The numbers themselves are staggering. The scale of both these systems is almost beyond comprehension. The human brain contains roughly 100 billion neurons interconnected by trillions of synapses. Each neuron can form thousands of connections, creating a dense and complex network. The observable universe, on the other hand, boasts over 100 billion galaxies, each containing billions upon billions of stars. These galaxies are the building blocks of the universe. These galaxies are not isolated islands. They are part of a larger structure. They're linked together by filaments of dark matter, forming a cosmic web that stretches across unimaginable distances. This web is the backbone of the universe. But it's not just the sheer numbers that are similar. The organization and structure of these systems are also remarkably alike. The way these structures are organized also shows startling parallels. Neurons and galaxies both form clusters and networks. Neurons in the brain cluster together in groups, forming specialized regions that handle different tasks. These regions communicate with each other to perform complex functions. Similarly, galaxies in the universe clump together into clusters and superclusters, interconnected by filaments of gas and dark matter. These clusters form the large-scale structure of the universe. This remarkable resemblance in structure between the microcosm of the brain and the macrocosm of the universe is what first sparked the idea that there might be a deeper connection. Could it be that the universe is organized in a way that mirrors the human brain? Could it be that the universe is organized in a way that facilitates thought, just like the human brain? This idea opens up fascinating possibilities about the nature of consciousness and the universe itself. The question of cosmic sentience is where things start to get really interesting, and admittedly more than a little speculative. The idea that the universe could be aware of itself is a concept that stretches the boundaries of our imagination and scientific understanding. Can this intricate cosmic web actually be a sign of intelligence? The vast network of galaxies and stars, interconnected in ways we are only beginning to understand, might hold clues to this profound question. Can the universe be aware of itself just like we are? This notion challenges our very definition of consciousness and awareness. To answer this, we need to define what we mean by consciousness. Is it merely a biological phenomenon, or could it be something more universal? Consciousness, as we understand it, is the ability to experience the world, to have subjective feelings and perceptions. It's what allows us to be aware of our surroundings and to reflect on our own existence. It's what allows us to experience the redness of a rose, to appreciate its beauty and fragrance, the warmth of the sun, which brings life and energy to our planet, or the joy of laughter, a uniquely human experience that connects us to one another. But can the universe, which operates on vastly different scales of time and space, experience the world in the same way that we do? Can it have its own form of awareness, distinct from our human experience? Can it feel, perceive, and experience? These are profound questions that challenge our understanding of consciousness itself. These are questions that science is still grappling with. The nature of consciousness remains one of the greatest mysteries of our time. Some scientists believe that consciousness might be an emergent property of complex systems. This means that when enough interconnected parts interact in the right way, consciousness might emerge as a natural consequence. In other words, the complexity and interconnectedness of the universe could potentially give rise to a form of cosmic consciousness. If this is true, then it's possible that the universe, with its vast network of galaxies and stars, could indeed be conscious. This idea opens up a whole new realm of possibilities for understanding our place in the cosmos. However, others argue that consciousness is inextricably linked to biological life, requiring specific physical and chemical processes that are unique to living organisms. This perspective suggests that consciousness cannot exist without life as we know it. From this perspective, the idea of a conscious universe might seem far-fetched, yet the very act of pondering these questions expands our understanding and appreciation of the universe we inhabit. Physicist Sabine Hossenfelder has drawn attention to the fascinating parallels between the cosmic web and the neural networks in our brains. Her work has sparked a new wave of curiosity and research into the similarities between these two seemingly disparate systems. Just as neurons communicate with each other through electrical and chemical signals, galaxies in the cosmic web interact through gravity and the exchange of matter and energy. This interaction is not just a simple exchange, but a complex dance that shapes the very structure of the universe. Hossenfelder's work highlights the concept of a cosmic connectome, a map of all the connections and interactions within the universe. This idea is revolutionary because it suggests that the universe has an underlying structure that can be mapped and understood, much like the human brain. Just as neuroscientists map the connections in the brain to understand its function, cosmologists are mapping the cosmic web to unravel the mysteries of the universe's evolution. This mapping process is incredibly complex and requires advanced technology and innovative methods. This mapping of the cosmic connectome is still in its early stages, but it has already revealed some intriguing patterns. These patterns could hold the key to understanding how the universe has evolved over billions of years. For example, researchers have found that the distribution of galaxies in the universe follows a similar mathematical pattern to the distribution of neurons in the human brain. This discovery has opened up new avenues of research and has led scientists to question what other similarities might exist. While this structural similarity is fascinating, it's important to remember that structure alone doesn't necessarily imply function. The way these structures operate and interact is what truly matters. Just because the universe looks like a brain doesn't mean that it thinks like a brain. The processes that govern the universe are vastly different from those that govern our minds. To determine whether the cosmic web is truly analogous to a neural network, we need to look for evidence of information processing and communication on a cosmic scale. This would involve detecting signals or patterns that indicate a form of cosmic thought or processing, a challenge that continues to intrigue scientists around the world. Scaling up is, well, no small feat. It involves more than just increasing numbers. It's about maintaining quality, ensuring consistency, and honestly overcoming unexpected hurdles. When we talk about scale, we're discussing a whole new level of complexity. Every decision, every process, it all gets magnified. And, that's where the real challenge lies. Can the systems in place handle the load? Are the people ready for the shift? It's a balancing act, really, one that requires foresight, flexibility, and a lot of perseverance. So let's delve into the fascinating concept of non-locality. This idea suggests that particles can be interconnected no matter the distance between them. It's almost as if the universe has its own way of communicating instantaneously. This challenges our traditional understanding of space and time, doesn't it? It's a hint that there's more to reality than what meets the eye. Now let's venture beyond the realm of biology. Could consciousness be more than just a byproduct of our brains? Some theories propose that consciousness might be a fundamental aspect of the universe itself. Imagine that. It's a radical shift from the conventional view, but it opens up a world of possibilities for understanding our existence. Next, we explore the Integrated Information Theory, or IIT. This theory suggests that consciousness arises from the way information is integrated in a system. The more interconnected and integrated the information, the higher the level of consciousness. It's a compelling framework that bridges the gap between physical processes and subjective experience. Finally, let's consider the notion that consciousness might actually shape reality. This idea posits that our perceptions and intentions could influence the very fabric of the universe. It's a profound and somewhat mystical concept, but it encourages us to rethink the power of our minds. Could it be that we are active participants in the creation of our own reality?